Mas festa do fim de semana.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I wanted to talk about, is Oakland becoming a ghost server with its decline in engaging players? Now let's get straight into the video. So we know that Oakland's launched back in June 2022, developed by typical developers. It was a unique mix of tree chopping, mining, building, and owning land, kind of like a spiritual successor to Lumber Tycoon. In the early days, the community was small, but updates were also frequent, and players loved the vibe. By 2023, Oaklands was building real momentum. Events, seasonal content, and new biomes drew in new players. Then, in January 2024, the game officially hit 10 million visits. That year was huge. Players were racing to farm items like golden enoki mushrooms, sequoia trees, and the rare infamous palm. The economy was thriving. You could build up cash, trade with friends, and even flex rare loot. It peaked in June 2024 with over 6,600 concurrent players. But after that peak, things started to slow down. Now you may ask why. Well, first thing was because of the nerfs. Prices on key items like golden enoki and lumite were bombed. Suddenly they were worth way less than what they were being sold for. Farming started to feel pointless. Now, you guys may ask, what other things were also nerfed too? Well, from the new updates that were coming, such things as the Void, we know that the Void prices sell for way more than the Magma, but Magma becomes way harder to get than the Void. And sometimes we wonder, why is this happening? Well, we know that typical developers wanted to make the game fair for players in selling prices and farming, thinking that it would engage in content creation, but unfortunately it did not. Meanwhile, a core part of the player base, the builders and automation fans, were waiting for logic updates, wiring, sensors, and automation. But those updates never came. Over a year passed and there was still no logic systems. With no logic, no redstone style systems, and farming getting nerfed, many OG players started to leave. But in early 2025, the devs tried to bring the hype back with the Acid Lands update. New weapons, enemies, and shields were added, aiming to more combat. But it didn't quite land. The game was turning more into a fighting RPG and losing its original sandbox claim. From this, we know that a player that goes by XMGodX has stated that also, as much as I liked the idea of having monsters to fight at first, the way that it is handled, I hate. I kill monsters and they pretty much just respawn instantly nearby. So it ends up just becoming spam. Click while walking in circles, slowly trying to mine uranium or whatever else, which becomes very unfortunate, as we know, because of the timeline from the players loving RPG but also hate it. Because why is such a farming game having such monsters in its game just to get certain items that may sell for more than others? We don't know, but possibly we could find out in the next video. But for now, let's go into some of the comments made by Discord users from the Oaklands community. Every update of 2025 has either upset or disappointed me. Oaklands itself is still pretty fun since I like doing the logic, but the community isn't really the same. I've seen triple the amount of arguments in 2025 compared to 2024. I I'm slowly losing interest since all the newer stuff keeps getting nerfed. I mean, on one hand, I understand they had to do it for the sake of keeping things even, but sometimes it's a bit annoying. On top of that, I've seen a handful of players complain about getting a black screen slash dealing with a lot of lag. A year or two ago, I almost struggled to get 1 million after playing for hundreds of hours. Now, Sapphire, Luminite, Sabbatical, and everything gives you so much cash. Older news, but I remember a fair few amount of people got upset about the replication limit. There should not be 600% inflation in less than a year. Oh, I see. What's weird is how Sabbatical got nerfed and is real painful to drive to while Sapphire is more valuable and easier to get to. And honestly, I agree with them because there shouldn't be inflation over 600%, which feels like a lot, in less than a year. There has been too many inflations, too many nerfs, and the game is starting to feel unplayable. It's starting to feel more of a combat game than just a farming and building and collecting resources type of game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But for now, that will be all on the update of Oaklands. Will it become a ghost server? Who knows? We may not know. But like and subscribe for more updates on Oaklands.